It's November and I am back up in Yorkshire because there is a lot of work to do on the van before we head to Portugal for the winter to get out of this cold. Pops is back on the channel and he is working his magic, doubling my solar input by utilising some portable solar panels that I already have. We also found quite a fair bit of rust in different points of the van, so that needed to be sorted out pronto. And even worse, another leak reared its ugly head after a very stormy night due to some failed silicone on the skylight. So that gets fixed before I do some other little niggly jobs that have been bugging me, lowering the mirror, adding some stickers, changing the toilet filter, before finally we do an incredible modification in the garage to get those heavy solar panels out of the way and stored safely. I don't really have enough solar for autumn and winter in the UK. If you've been following along, you'll know that. I only have 310 watts of solar on my roof. Now, I wasn't in a position when I did the build to afford any more, so it is what it is. It's plenty for 8 months out of the year. But winter and autumn, we're having an issue. At the moment, I'm lucky if I get 200 watts a day input from it. So what we are going to do, with the genius that is Pops behind me, the electrical engineer, I have 400 watts of solar panels, foldable, portable, that I got with an All Powers external power bank. Now, that's more solar than I have on my roof, and they're great to top up the power bank with, but other than that, they're just sitting in the boot. So it's kind of a waste. So what Dad's doing is adding in some extra wiring and terminals, and we're going to bring out extension leads from under the seat in my sofa of my van, so we can pull them outside and we can connect those 400 watt solar panels, external portable ones, into my system in my van to essentially over double the solar input that I have. So if I'm parked up somewhere, I can pull those wires out, plug them into the solar panels and put the solar panels outside the van, and both together will combine and top up my battery. So that's the plan today. But look at the state of this. 160, 170, 130, 180, 90. 6 days ago I got 310. It's just abysmal at the minute. Yeah. Shockingly bad, look at that. 1.2 kilowatts in the summer, 1.6 watts in winter. It's not even winter yet, it's autumn.
Cover your solar panels.
Yeah.
Up on the top, so they're not producing much.
Yeah.
And then we can undo these, connect these in, and then connect them, put terminals on them, connect these back into there.
Okay.
And put it all back together, and then uncover your solar. See what you're getting in just daylight.
Yeah.
Get your 400 watt out. Connect
Plug
that
it in
on
and
see if it goes up, see if it works.
Cool. So you're adding the two new cables in to the same slots that you've just taken those two out?
Yeah.
So we're doubling up the solar. That is my solar MPPT charger. These wires were in there. He's just added on the terminal blocks to them, and we're going on here, and the wiring that's going to go to the external solar panels is also coming through here.
It's on here now.
So we've added these two, I say we, the royal we. Dad has added these two bits, and that means that basically both inputs are going to combine into one. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. A massive 26, 27. So new wire comes out here. We have got an extension lead, and these, if you notice them, these are basically the attachments of the portable solar panels. That's what they look like. So we've got an extension cable now, and Dad has extra ones in his hand there. These are the All Powers solar panels, so 400 watts. They fold up like that, they're fabulous, and so we'll unfold them. It isn't sunny, but we'll see how much it adds. This is the connection that's on them, because that plugs into the All Powers, and then they attach into those. So we take this part off, and then
these
put the new ones on.
go into there, and Huh?
We've not got any sun, but it assures me it's worked. So we're going to try it tomorrow. It's the wrong type of day. It's afternoon. The sun's too low and the shadow is just casting from the houses. So tomorrow morning, when it's actually sunny, we'll go and we'll put the solar panels in the sun and we'll see how much difference it makes. So that's everything done in there for now. This is the cable. So I'm going to keep these extension cables basically shoved in next to the inverter there, and then I can pull them out when needed. So I'm just going to tuck this wire behind here for now. And then I can close my contraption. And put my bench back together. Tuck that under there, leave them there, and then I'll be able to access them when I need them. And they can be nice and covered up and out of the way. 2.6 amps basically.
Into the battery.
Into the battery. Oh, here she comes, here she comes, here she comes. 9, 10, 12, 13. I don't think I've ever seen numbers that high. 18 amps.
250, 260 watts.
Yeah. 18.7 amps, 18.8 amps. That's cracking, that. Okay, unplug them. I think it does a little reset when you unplug them. Yeah, it goes all the way down. 56 watts and 4 amps. It's quadrupled. 19 and a half amps. That's awesome, thanks Dad. Oh well, that will be fine in Portugal, won't it?
Yeah, yeah. Fine here.
Yeah, so that means I can park up and I can just set them out like this. And I've got an extension cable, so they don't need to be that close, but we've just done it like that for the purpose of this test. Shout out to All Powers. Fabulous bit of kit, that. And this is them in use in France. They are absolutely fantastic. So that's one job done. Next up was the rust. So this is a 10-year-old van, and I had noticed certain points where the paint was chipping and certain bits of rust were forming. Some of them were okay, others were quite concerning. So it was something that I definitely had to get on top of. So that was the next job on the list before heading off, to make sure all of that rust was treated. Yeah, I'll just get the vacuum.
There we go.
Are we doing them all or not?
We'll do that one.
That one.
And
The one under here is
it's a biggie, is it?
Yeah, it's quite concerning, that.
Oh yeah.
Do you see it?
Yeah. Do that then.
Yeah. Can I put the stuff on this?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah,
just open that door then, and then I'll do that one as well while we're here, and then we got all these 3 done.
Yeah.
Because 3 hours between the few of them, we might as well do it this.
Yeah. This is what we were using first, Hammerite crust. It essentially removes the rust, eats away at the rust, so you've got a clean surface to then prep and paint afterwards. It did need to be left on for a few hours before you paint it, so we went round and did all of them and then came back and painted them after. We had grinded most of it off before prepping, but the one in the door here we couldn't get to, so I absolutely lathered that up and hoped for the best. That's it. After a few minutes it said it was turned black, but we have to wait for 3 hours, so we're going to leave it on and then come back and paint it. A UK sticker is a requirement to go on, so we'll pop that on. And I also have these little CCTV warning stickers to go on the windows because, you know, just as a deterrent to let people know there are cameras on this vehicle. Once the crust had worked its magic, we then went round with white Hammerite paint and covered all of those areas to make sure they were protected from any more rust. The new door looks very neat indeed, if I do say so myself, and this is us in France. Solar panels out, cat enjoying herself, staying at a lovely little air. It's wonderful. The next issue we had to sort was a leak that reared its head after a very stormy night. I was parked nose up, and the water was essentially pooling in the corrugated areas, and it caused a leak that we didn't know about. So we had to go investigate. Yeah, parts of it are just crumbling. I'm able to like pick it off. Yeah, look at, yeah.
At least we found the reason we're not just standing in the dark.
I think, do you know what it is? I'm picking off the stuff we put over the original stuff. So I think we do need to clear this out completely. Because I can see the stuff underneath, so it's like, it's what we did to fix it, but there's definitely holes. I'm just able to pick it off. So whatever we used last time is probably not. I gave everything a really good clean and we pulled off as much of the failed silicone as possible, even put tools inside underneath the skylight and got it all out before replacing it with some new stuff. Yeah, not good. Not good. Oh.
It's sticky though, I don't know if
It is still sticky. I think it's the top layer. So we've got as much out as we can and we've cleaned it and we're going to fill in. You can see where it's got in. This time we were taking no chances and we used a Silka stick-all which actually bonds underwater. So it wouldn't matter that it was wet or if it got wet, and we absolutely lavished it on. We stuck the nozzle underneath, filled all the gaps and made sure everything was completely sealed, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this one will last. The next job was to sort my mirror. If you watched the Quirks video, you'll have seen that I placed it just a little bit too high, but because I put it on with Velcro, it caused a right mess when I took it off, which I knew it would. So it wasn't as simple as just lowering the string. I had to paint some bits and pull everything off and then lower the string and put it all back on with some new Velcro, but we got that done and it is so much better. It's amazing how just making a small change can make such a big difference in this way of living. After that, we gave the van a clean because my God, she was dirty. And this is quite a job in itself. It takes well over an hour, but luckily we got her spick and span and she was looking fabulous after that. Then I had to change the carbon filter in my composting toilet because it had had its day. It was meant to last 9 months. I'd made it last nearly 2 years, so I don't think that's bad going. This is the old filter, so we need to pull this out. So does that just twist off? Yes, it does, doesn't it? Right, okay. So that's the old one. We put that pipe on top of it, did we? That little bit. So this is the new one. So that just takes off there and goes in there. And then I screw that back on. So, oh, that's it, that's easy. Hi, darling. Bye, darling. You're going to take it apart? What, and see what's in it?
Yeah.
Cool. So very, very simple, really. And just screw that back on here now. And then put it back in its little position, its little stand. There we go. No way, there are flies in it. There are flies in it.
Yeah.
How has that happened? Oh, they've gone in the toilet and then been sucked through the pipe?
Yeah.
And finally, the last piece of the puzzle, creating a genius way to store these very heavy solar panels.
Better put the wooden block there.
Yes, because look, the behind you where that post is for the water tank.
Oh.
The laser goes to the right of that, left of that.
So I need to put the wooden block. I do need it like that.
Essentially, yeah, on the laser.
That's fine then.
Yeah.
We can do that.
That's the only thing we've got to contend with. Everything else is fine.
Well, that's good luck. We can do that.
Yeah.
So we just put 2 holes here. 1 hole about there.
Oh, that's easier than I thought.
Get it sat on the laser properly.
We repeated the process on 2 of the underbed struts, and we were going to attach this aluminium piece to it.
Stop it rattling.
Well, we don't want no rattles.
Thank you.
These are my wonderful portable 400 watt solar panels from All Powers, which charge up my power bank. Now, Dad has connected a wire into my leisure battery and it's essentially doubled the amount of solar I can get. But they are big and they are heavy and they take up a lot of space in the garage. So what we're in the middle of doing is creating a mechanism so they will slide in between 2 lots of these and I can keep them basically under the bed and out of the way, because at the moment I've been putting them down here and they fall and they're heavy and they're in the way, and that means I can't open this drawer properly. So this is the solution we're coming up with. What have you got there?
This is...
Oh, that's the stuff. What did we get that for?
This is... well, no, this is my stuff. This is draft excluder.
I'm sure we put it on somewhere,
But
didn't
we can put it on the slidey bit so it'll slide in easier.
Yeah.
And then I've got this, which we
Rubber.
can make to go over the end.
So we've just put one in, and we've attempted to put the solar panels in, but as we've done it, it's been catching and it wasn't so smooth to go in. So what we've figured out is that we're basically going to have to cover this and make it smooth, because this is where it's catching. So these are our solutions for the moment.
Glue that onto there.
Yeah, I think so. That's probably the best option, isn't it? So we've added the draft excluder all the way down to help it slide, and then we're going to put a tiny bit of this with silicone behind. That's an inner tube for a tyre for a bike, cut up, and then that should hopefully stop the edge catching. That's one side done. The next little bit is just to add a bit of wood in the end. We're going to glue that on so it doesn't sort of slide forwards and it stops at the end. Then that'll be that side done. Then we've got to do another one down this side, and then that should be it. We figured out halfway through the process that this drawer couldn't open, so I cut a few corners out of that to get that to work, and then that was it. Finito. And this is one of my favourite, most practical mods we've done on the van since. It has cleared up so much extra space in the garage. It is absolutely fantastic. Love it. And that is all the Portugal prep complete, and just in time, because I'm in France right now. I did it. I got the ferry. I'm on my way down to Spain and then on to Portugal, and it is so much better than England already. Oh my god, I am loving it. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then you can watch along on the European adventure. It's very exciting. My confidence is growing day by day. I've got driving on the right hand side of the road down. I've done a shop. I've filled up with water. The airs here are fantastic. The locals think I'm French. It's amazing. I've already been to visit a chateau. I'm having such a good time already. Big thank you to Pop's dad as always, because his help and knowledge is just invaluable. The mods we have done are absolutely fantastic. Guess which days I've plugged in the extra solar panels. It is unbelievable the difference they make. I've got 600 watts today, and that was only until 2 o'clock because the shade came over at 2 o'clock. So the new mods are working fantastic. The solar panels in the back tucked out of the way just means I've got so much better use of that space in the garage. There's no leaks, yay. The rust is all sorted and everything is working perfectly. So yeah, huge shout out to Dad. Thank you very much, as always, the absolute legend that he is. And also a big thank you to my Patreon members. Love you guys. Thank you for all the support. We message quite often and they are just amazing. If you would like to go join the tribe and support the channel, you can do so over on patreon.com, or there is a link in the description. And if not, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out and stay wild.